What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone, and welcome to the Lobotomy Corporation. If you've watched the movie Cabin in the Woods or read anything SCP related, this is basically a management sim where we get to run our own evil corporation and take care of a bunch of monsters. Let's start our first day, shall we? Start a new game with the current observation level? Yes! One sin and hundreds of good deeds. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. So basically at the start of every day, we get a new monster to take care of, and I've already unlocked this one. One sin and hundreds of good deeds. Angela. Hello, X. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm Angela, your advisor and secretary. Even though I'm an AI, feel free to talk to me. It's rare for an AI to have a name. I'm created from one of the wings of the world. That means I'm one of the best. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I look too human to be an AI, aren't you? But there is a big difference. I'm bound here. I can't go anywhere I want like you do. I can open a door, prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I can't go outside to enjoy the sun or breeze. Well, as you can see, my hair color is that of the morning sky after the rain, my voice is that of the wisest person in the world, and my face is that of the person with the most beautiful smile. That was a joke. There is no such person in real life. My appearance has been made to be attractive to as many people as possible. If you feel attracted to me, I'm working as intended. Do we feel attracted to her? I guess? Well, AIs are far more efficient than humans when multitasking. I'm the best in most areas. I can do the work of several people at once. I'm sure that many people lost their jobs because of me. I feel sorry for them. Enough with the introductions. Do you have anything you want to know? Tell us about the company, Angela. Not bad for a question. Let me put it this way. The energy consumption rate is ever increasing as technologies advance. Conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world anymore. In search of solutions, we stumbled upon mysterious beings dubbed as abnormalities, and figured out that we could harvest energy from these beings using a special method. We isolate them in a controlled environment and harvest energy from them. The company became one of the wings of the world for this discovery. Once you're assigned as a manager, you can access the information about abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings to be successful as a manager. It's empty for now. It's your subordinate's job to fill it with data. And you have joined the company at an opportune moment. Lobotomy is looking for ways to improve its harvest process. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there's been a new update before you came. That means working conditions have been improved than those of your predecessors. Think it as my welcome gift. I hope you do well. I was about to mention you don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Manager, I think you should meet the other AIs. Lobotomy is a huge corporation and there are many AIs working in different departments. If I'm the cerebrum, they're the cerebellums. Naturally, I'm your most trusted AI. Shall we meet them now? The memories of all the Sephiras are synchronized. Time to unlock some teams. Let's unlock the control team. Malkuth, you're supposed to expand the team every day. Do you want to unlock the control team and continue? Yes, we do. Synchronizing. Imprint Memory Repository. So before we start each day, we have to hire a bunch of employees to take care of our monsters. The only one we have right now is Lamarcus, so we'll put him here. Then we can hire some more people. How much LOB do we have? We have 2, so we can probably hire 2 more people. Let's hire 1 more. Sisu, and let's hire another. There we go. Lean Jin. And this abnormality that we got. Let's check the encyclopedia. Basically over here we have the basic information. His name, his rank. Apparently his rank is Zayn. His E-box output, I'll explain that later. His attack type, the work results. And then we have some tips to take care of him. The one sin and hundreds of good deeds restores the employee's SP when the work results in good. Elena, who was on the receiving end, commented that it was refreshing. After perfectly producing PE boxes, one sin and hundreds of good deeds restore the SP of all employees in the department. And then we have the work favors. I'll explain that later. We have the clip-off counter, which is basically like a timer for when the monster wants to escape. We have a drop chance for gifts whenever we interact with this abnormality, and then we could research these EGO weapons and suits based off what we know from the monster. Right now we have 8 unique PE boxes, so basically the PE boxes are the energy that we try to get every day from the monsters. And then we can use them to make weapons and suits. This weapon takes 15 PE boxes, and this suit takes 10. We only have 8, so we can't do anything for now. Let's start a day, shall we? And here we are. Let's pause first. So over here on the top left, we have our P-box quota. On our first day, our quota is 15, so we need to get 15 boxes from our abnormalities to successfully end the day. And then this bar under it is a meltdown counter. Basically, when we interact with our abnormalities, the meltdown counter goes up. The higher it goes up, the more chance the monsters will escape and try to kill us all. So we have to prepare for that. Over here, we have our employees. They're all in the main room right now, waiting for their work. And over here, we have Mr. One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. I already unlocked all this information from him because I already played the tutorial. So, we'll just select someone to go to work on him. His attack type is white, so I'd like to get some insight on him to make sure that no one dies while trying to interact with him. We'll send Lamarcus to work on him. And let's go! Lamarcus, would you go take care of Mr. Sin for me? And there we go. He's going in. Maybe it's best to send an honest employee to tend to One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. So the bar on this side are the PE boxes. We can either get negative PE or positive PE. We really want positive PE because the more negative that we have, the more the meltdown counter will go up and endanger our lives. So we got about 7 PE boxes and 3 negative PE boxes, which increase our total. Now, we probably have enough to make a suit or a weapon. Let's make a suit. Suits and weapons basically help us keep all the monsters in check, so it's pretty good to have a lot of them. Let's read the story of One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. A silent abnormality that understands a conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross with a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, incidents of violence against employees by it has rarely been recorded. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. The assigned employee must confess their sins to it. Its feeding mechanism is still unknown. Experiment log X2321. The sins have been cataloged in 3 levels. Level 1, a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2, sins that are more serious or only shared between close friends. Level 3, sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone or are taken to the grave. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 1 sins. Energy production has been increased by 12%. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 2 sins. Energy production has been increased by 15. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 3 sins. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee has been sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright it was even seen outside the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a company-wide power outage. The phenomenon lasted 2 hours. Redacted lost 6 years of their memory. The experiment was cancelled following this incident. The level of mental corruption of all the employees in the department was greatly decreased. Ethics decreed that all footage of those who participated in the experiment were to be kept sealed. But the incident left us no choice but to review the footage in the containment unit. Redacted. This happened during Redacted at around 4 PM. By the way, will this really work? There was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to have ourselves dress as forest animals. One of us decided to dress as a deer. It was a crude costume, one that could hardly be called a costume, to be honest. It was a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Anyways, I don't know how our deer friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even realize he was missing maybe for an hour. We looked for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name and I'm not sure if it was from the relief of finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us. And that's when we heard the gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. We didn't know where it came from, but when I came to my senses, I saw that his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. Observation log number 4435. Its eyes are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. I feel its gaze on me, and it is listening to me, and confessing to it lightens my heart. Afterwards, we investigated incidents during the period in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during a deer hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by the other kids, and witnesses said that they heard the kid shout, "Run, Justin, run!" right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town, and deer hunting was banned in the area. So basically all the monsters have SCP stories like this. Kinda intriguing, isn't it? And now, we have 7 out of 15 quota for the day. We need to work some more to get the last few. Let's get some more insight in. Lamarcus, go take care of Mr. Sin for me. There we go. The other two are just chilling out in the main room. While Lamarcus over here is gonna go check out Mr. Sin and work on him. One sin and hundreds of good deeds sees through you. One sin and hundreds of good deeds sometimes menacingly clicks its teeth, but it's nothing to be worried about. Let's just fast forward the thing so we could get this done. There we go. And we got our quota. So right now we can also make a weapon, right? We can make one more suit for our employees. There we go. Alrighty, day 1 work complete. Management report. So at the end of every day, our success is determined by how many of our employees survived. Since our survival rate is 100% for now, we have a rank S and Lamarcus leveled up. Great. The next day we go. And now we can choose a new abnormality to add to our little family. The open can of well cheers. Somewhere in the distance you hear seagulls. This is one of the monsters I already unlocked in the tutorial, so let's try something else. What about this guy? People have been committing sins from a long time ago. Why do they commit such a thing, even when they know it is bad? Or this guy. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. Yeah, okay, that sounds not menacing. I'd like you, please. Face the fear, build the future. It's the motto of the founder, whom we call A. Which part of the motto do you prefer? I like the build the future part. The future is inevitable, but undecided. One could just give in to the future, or shape it with a purpose. Lobotomy is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such an... excuse my lack of vocabulary. It is remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. We're changing the future. Yes, we are. And now, let's progress. We can upgrade our control team. Good day, would you like to expand the control team? Yes, please. Alrighty, time to start day 2. Let's hire a few more people. We can upgrade new hires with the amount of LOB we have. So let's just hire one more person. Maxwell. Over there. And then we can check our EGO list. The EGO list is where we have our research weapons and suits. And then we can equip all of these onto our little employees. You can equip that, you can equip that, you can equip that, and you can equip that. So basically we want to match the proper employees with the equipment with the proper abnormalities to make sure they don't die. And let's start. Day 2, we have a new monster. Let's pause first. Pause. We have a new monster over here. I don't know what he is. He looks like a fairy. Since he's a new monster, we know absolutely nothing about him, so we need to gather some boxes to learn more about him. Each one of these will cost some boxes, but will help us out in the long run with knowing how to take care of this fuck. So let's just go by instinct and send someone here to investigate. There we go, we're gonna send Lamarcus there. And then, for Mr. One Sin over here, we'll just go send someone here to take care of him. And let's fast forward. Let's see how these two interact. It's a fairy! We have a fairy in our monster pit. Most of the employees don't know the real meaning of the fairy's care. It seems like the fairy's friendly though. We're getting a lot of boxes from her. And there we go, she's happy. Now that's more than half of the energy. Okay, we can use our boxes. What can we get? Let's learn about this guy's work favor. So once we unlock all the work favors, we get to unlock the weapons. And now we can send more people in. Insight, common. We can go get some insight on the creature. Success rate is common. We can go by instinct, success rate is high. And everything else. We can also go get some attachments. Basically, we can try to get some free drops off of him. Go, Lamarcus. Try to get some attachments off this guy. And we also have One Sin giving us some more blocks. He's very happy. And we do not have enough P boxes for weapons. Let's just make more suits. There we go. Let's go by insight. Wait, is Lamarcus already working on that guy? Hold on. Okay, that's a meltdown level. After interacting with all of our abnormalities, our meltdown level increased and now we have 60 seconds before this guy goes on a rampage. So we have to make sure that someone's in this box to calm the fucker down. That's right, Lamarcus. Calm Mr. One Sins. Yes, that's right. The timer's not ticking down, so he's doing his job. There we go. Mr. One Sin is happy. And we've completed our quota. What about the fairy? Have we learned anything more about the fairy? We now have 15 boxes. Let's learn your name. The Fairy Festival. Ooh. And let's learn your repression list. We now have your suit. That costs 10. Managerial tips. When the work result is normal or above, small fairies will be born around the employee. I'm pretty sure I want to control the fairy population. Let's learn this guy's story. The abnormality is similar to a fairy, having 2 pairs of wings and a small body. They act as a cluster. They use a language that we cannot understand to communicate with each other. They follow around a few employees who enter the containment facility and use their special abilities to help heal them. Employees call this act the fairies' care. The fairies protect our employees. That is, if you acted out of the goodness of your heart, are a lover of nature, or a competent being, then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairies' care. Also, you can enjoy the envy of the other employees. And if the fairies don't approach you, then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts entering the fairies' containment facility, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me. Just me and never to Emil. You know Emil and how he is. Why, even yesterday he refused to share his snacks with me and he was acting high and mighty. It is sacred to be protected by the fairies in any world, but don't enter the containment facility just for fun. If you've read some books, you will know that some fairies don't like people who take advantage of their kindness. The corresponding document is only allowed to employees level 4 and above. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in another containment facility of another abnormality, we found some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off. His eyeballs and organs were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment facility that Walter was found in was for abnormalities that use mental attacks. Fairies that were discovered in a different area had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. The fairies fucking ate him! Oh fuck! We then perform a test to find out whose flesh and blood it was. In our world, there were a few results that are done due to perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in the forest visit you just because they like you or did many good deeds is just something that happens only in fairy tales. Even though we know this truth, we sometimes become deluded. That's the fairies' care. That fairies' care is happening because of all the good deeds I've done in my life. Or that the fairies are favoring me because there is something that makes me more special than the other employees. However, fairies are just monsters who like meat. They protected you because they wanted to keep their food fresh. When the employee starts working in a different containment facility, they gobble the employee up in fear that they would lose their food to something else. But most employees who received care from fairies were greatly satisfied. Also, the accident rate greatly reduced while the fairies were giving care. And that's a positive effect for the company. Therefore, it is decided that the employees will not be told the full truth. Of course, we're not gonna tell our employees that the fairies that they're taking care of just want to eat them. So we're almost done with our quota for the day. We just need 5 more. Insight. Instinct. Go, Lamarcus. You can also get some more work done on Mr. Sins over here. There we go. Let's just fast forward. Look at him interacting with the fairies. And there we go. And now we can upgrade. Let's see, we have 11 boxes. We can probably unlock more tips. The employee's HP will be healed over time by the small fairies for a limited amount of time. Okay. If an employee who's under the care of small fairies goes to do different management work, then that employee will immediately die and be eaten by the fairies. Oh, okay. That's a good tip. So we have to make sure that Lamarcus never works on any other abnormalities aside from the fairies, or else they'll eat him. That's great to know. Day 2 work complete. And no one died. Haha, success! To the next day we go. Day 3. And we have some new abnormalities coming in. I am coming to you, you who will be reduced to ashes like me. She was so talkative before. In the end, loneliness was the only listener. But the curse continues, never removed. Let's just choose these by random. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's choose this one. What kind of monster did we get now? Hello, manager. It's your 3rd day working here. 3 is a mysterious number. Powerful beings in fables often grant others 3 wishes. Well, I'm not a major billionaire to grant you wishes. But I know what your predecessors wanted. All of them seek a sort of growth. Leading the company to prosperity, achieving spiritual maturity, you name it. They all wanted to branch out somewhere. How about you? I say I want, prosperity. Yes, I want the muns. Your future is defined by what you do now. And now you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In Lobotomy, you can see things that can't be seen, feel things that can't be felt, and do impossible things. Your wish will be granted. Perhaps you could be the best manager I have ever seen. So, did their wish come true? Well, I guess what happened to the others isn't important to you. I will support you to reach your goal. Let's upgrade our control team one more time. And now we're at the start of day 3. We have 4 lobotomy points, so let's get someone really good. Let's increase their prudence. There we go. You work for us now, Ara. Let's go to the ego list. We need to equip her with some gear. There we go. We don't have any weapons right now. Let's leave and then start our 3rd day. Alrighty, let's pause first. What do we have here? Why, hello there, Grandma. You seem friendly enough to be an abnormality. We'll send, someone in to check on you. We'll send Sissy to you. We'll send Lamarcus to the Fairy Festival, because he's the only one that can go there. And then we'll send someone to take care of Mr. One-Sin over here for some attachments. There we go. Let's see how this turns out. Let's follow our nice little employees to their doom. I mean, to their work. So Legion's just over there. Is someone going to Grandma over here? Yes, yes. Take care of Grandma. Make sure she doesn't eat you. I wonder what kind of abnormality she is. Her numerous stories has fascinated people, but all that's left is the curse in her stories. Does she give us curses? She also has a bigger bar. Oh no, we're getting a lot of negative energy from her. Our meltdown gauge is going up and up and up. Okay, that wasn't a complete disaster, but at least we got 8 points from her. We need 12 boxes to figure out her basic information. Let's try to get another person in here to work on her. We don't know the success rates. Let's just go by instinct. We'll send Maxwell over here. Maxwell, go on over there. We have 30 points with Mr. One-Sin over here. We'll go make some weapons. There we go. We'll also send someone else in here to grab some more boxes. Oh shit. Did I just send Lamarcus in there? No, wait, no. Cancel order, Lamarcus. No, you're gonna die if you go in there. The fairies are gonna eat you. Okay, wait. Instinct. We'll send Sissy in here. There's a meltdown counter on this room now. Grandma wants to escape. But it seems like Maxwell's keeping her busy. Go, Maxwell, make sure she doesn't escape and kill everyone. Okie dokie. There we go. We have some more boxes. Let's unlock her information. The old lady. Okay, I could have named her myself. Let's look at her tips. After completing the work on the abnormality, other than the old lady's clip-off counter has decreased. Oh, okay. So every time you complete work on something else after the old lady, she'll be less likely to escape and try to kill us. Great. What's your story? It takes the shape of an old, feeble, elderly person. When anyone enters its chamber, the abnormality would talk to that person. It differs from time to time, but it always starts with, Child, do you want to hear an old story? The story could be a lullaby, an unspecified poem, a common child's story, or something entirely new. It knows every child's story and does not stop telling stories until its listener leaves. Okay, this one only wants us to listen to her stories. Please don't kill us. We need about 7 more boxes. Fairy Festival. We'll send Lamarcus back in here to grab some more boxes. And then we'll just make some weapons. There we go. Okie dokie. Whoa! What's happening to our old lady and why is her room filled with black mist? Okay. Let's not send anyone in there. And work 3 is complete. Hooray! Day 3 and everyone survived. So this was basically the Lobotomy Corporation, a small little management game where you get to house your own corporation of evil monsters. I really need to rewatch Cabin in the Woods. But until then, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye everyone!